I don't think it's going to stop, and neither does Kevin O'Leary, neither does Elon Musk, neither does Michael Saylor, neither does a whole list of people. But here's a recent quote from O'Leary. If banks aren't looking at crypto, they'll get left behind. I think that's a pretty obvious one. But what's interesting about it is a lot of people are that bearish still. Bitcoin died 45 times in 2021 as media is still eager to post BTC obituaries. And we see that a lot in, I think, things that have that retail public support: crypto, Bitcoin, NFTs, metaverse, AMC, GME, all these things where there's retail really supporting it, like really showing their outward enthusiasm and passion. Media loves to bag on it. So according to this, cryptocurrency was declared dead as many as 45 times in 2021, which is at least 3 times more than 2020. But just so you know, it was more extreme in 2017. That year, Bitcoin had died 124 times. But the one thing we know about all of these times calling Bitcoin dead, the one thing we know about everyone calling AMC dead, which is up over 1,200% on the year, calling GME dead, which is up over 700% on the year, the one thing that these all have in common is that they were absolutely wrong. Now, yes, I know I'm like particularly focusing a little bit more on Bitcoin, but honestly, I don't think it's just that. Like, I think there's crazy opportunity, especially in the top 10, 15, 20 ones that we're seeing on CMC here. So for example, another one that I'm heavily invested in is Ethereum. Ethereum whales dumping Ethereum as price slides below 4K. Yeah, maybe one whale did, but I am here to vehemently argue that they were very wrong. I think if we bring up this 4-hour chart, similar to BTC, we are seeing there's a big bounce, but don't forget, and I could make a standalone video on this if there's some interest, but Ethereum, I think by June of 2022, will officially have the merge of that beacon chain back into the main chain, and we're going to have the next progression in the Ethereum roadmap. And I think that's going to prompt a lot of excitement. We also see a massive expanse in all the level 2, whether it's the roll-ups, Optimistic, ZK, any of those. Like, we've been talking a little bit about that with Loopring, but I could do a video of why I think it's going to happen probably before June, and that just relates to the difficulty bomb. But ETH, crazy opportunity. And yes, Bitcoin, I saw recently that people were just saying it's a peaceful revolution. I like that, kind of people taking back power. But Ethereum, to me, I just envision it in a certain way as like the future of technology. It's just this inherent platform that I think so many other crazy things are going to be built on. And what's nice about it is these things that are going to be built on, I think many governments or just say regulators and stuff of that nature, they're not going to be able to get their grubby little hands in it. Over the past year, I've learned so much that, especially through the stock market, that unfortunately, it seems like we can't be that reliant on our regulators possibly regulating. It seems like when there's governments in control, given enough time, they somehow mess it up. And that's what I think is so cool about crypto in its most general sense, is the decentralization and the power being distributed among everyone. You don't have people who maybe got to a position of power that might not have the best interests. It's like when there's community involvement making the decisions, the community is going to do best what's for the community, not the person at the top just lining their pockets, being bought off, doing insider trading. I think crypto is a nice step away from that, and I honestly think there's currently a big appetite for it.